Could XRP really reach $20 this market cycle? XRP's recent rebound has reignited debate around its long-term upside, with Elliott Wave analyst X-Force Global here arguing that a move toward $20 remains structurally valid this cycle. After dropping more than 30% in late 2025 and briefly losing the $2 psychological level, XRP entered 2026 with renewed strength, gaining over 20% in its first week. This recovery forced analysts to reassess whether the previous decline was a breakdown or simply a reset within a larger cycle. Unlike prior peaks in 2018 and 2022, XRP did not collapse back to deep lows after its late 2024 rally. Instead, it held elevated prices for an unusually long time. According to X-Force Global, this behavior suggests that market valuation has shifted, with buyers willing to defend higher levels rather than abandon them. The $2 zone is now seen as a developing structural support, not just a temporary bounce area. So, from an Elliott Wave perspective, this resilience keeps ambitious targets alive. X-Force Global believes the market structure does not invalidate higher price scenarios and instead supports a multi-wave advance. While speculative, his analysis argues that XRP's ability to hold strength over time changes the long-term equation, keeping $10 to $20 firmly in the conversation. This next post is from Steph is Crypto, where we have the question, is XRP's weekly RSI signaling a major momentum shift? One of the strongest bullish signals currently flashing for XRP comes from the weekly RSI, a momentum indicator that filters out daily market noise. Analyst Steph is Crypto here highlighted that XRP's weekly RSI has broken back above its moving average, an event that historically signals a decisive shift toward buyers. Weekly indicators matter because they reflect broader market intent, not short-term speculation. According to Steph, this type of RSI break is not random. It tends to appear only when momentum begins to favor sustained upside. In simple terms, it shows that buyers are gaining control at a structural level. What makes this signal more compelling is history. Since 2024, every similar weekly RSI crossover on XRP has followed by notable price appreciation. While no indicator guarantees results, repeating patterns often reflect consistent trader behavior, giving this signal added weight for medium-term market expectations. In this next post, we again have Steph is Crypto. So the question is, why is the golden Fibonacci level so important for XRP right now? XRP is currently testing one of the most important technical zones on any chart, the golden Fibonacci ratio located between $2.43 and $2.51, which according to Steph is Crypto, this level often acts as a make or break resistance, where price either accelerates or stalls. Historically, XRP has faced strong rejection in this zone, including a notable sell-off in May, backed by heavy volume. That's why traders are watching this area closely. A decisive move above it would signal that buyers are strong enough to overwhelm sellers who previously dominated this level. So if XRP breaks cleanly above this golden ratio with volume confirmation, it could trigger a powerful upside run, attracting both retail momentum traders and larger capital pools. However, failure here may result in consolidation, making this level a critical decision point for the market. This next post is from Crypto Captain. And the question is, could XRP drop below $1.80 if bulls lose control? Not all signals are bullish, and analyst Crypto Captain here has issued a clear short-term warning. XRP recently attempted to break out of a descending triangle, a pattern that reflects prolonged selling pressure. While the breakout initially looked promising, momentum quickly faded, sending price back toward the breakout zone. The $2 to $2.05 area is now the most critical short-term support. Bulls must defend the zone to keep the breakout narrative alive. A strong reaction here could stabilize the price and allow another push higher. However, failure to reclaim bullish control by the daily close raises downside risk. If support breaks, the next major level sits around $1.80. Without a strong buying volume, any bounce risk becoming a temporary relief rally rather than a true trend reversal. In this post, we have X Finance Bull. And the main question here is, why do XRP supporters remain unshaken despite criticism? Despite criticism, XRP's community remains one of the most conviction-driven in crypto. Analyst X Finance Bull explains that XRP supporters are not paid promoters. They are investors who believe in utility, regulation, and real-world impact. Many held through years of silence, focusing on adoption rather than hype. XRP's strength lies in its ability to deliver fast, low-cost cross-border payments, reducing reliance on outdated intermediaries. Ripple's technology supports real-time settlement, benefiting banks, governments, and underserved populations alike, turning blockchain theory into working infrastructure. This commitment from the XRP army reinforces adoption and credibility. Rather than chasing trends, the community amplifies long-term use cases, helping XRP bridge the gap between blockchain innovation and regulated financial systems. In this final post, we have Coach JV. And the main question here is institutional money quietly flowing into XRP? According to finance Coach JV here, XRP is increasingly attracting institutional attention, not just retail speculation. He points to growing mainstream media coverage as a key signal, noting that large financial networks typically follow big money, not hype cycles. A CNBC Power Lunch segment highlighted XRP as one of the strongest crypto performers of the year, outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum early in 2026. Reporter Mackenzie Sigolos revealed that capital flowed into XRP-focused investment products during the 2025 market dip, as investors viewed XRP as a less crowded trade with higher upside potential. Coach JV emphasizes that institutions often move before sentiment turns positive. While retail remains cautious, regulatory progress and adoption continue quietly. His strategy mirrors traditional value investing, focusing on technology, adoption, and discipline, which is why XRP remains in his largest holding. And finally, my own overall personal opinion about what we discussed in this video is that XRP's current position is one of the most misunderstood yet structurally interesting setups in crypto. Between strong weekly momentum, long-term consolidation at higher levels, real-world adoption, and growing institutional exposure, XRP appears less speculative than many assume. While risks remain, especially near key resistance and support levels, the broader picture suggests XRP is evolving beyond hype into a strategic financial asset worth watching closely. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one.